Hello and welcome. It is July 21st, so they say, 2020, and we are still alone together, and I'm so glad you're here today. My name's Sarah McLean, and we are doing our daily meditations during this time to help people navigate the challenges that are associated with this brand new, what I'm going to call the now normal. It's not the new normal. That's going to be at another place in time. This is the now normal. And then we're going to get into the next normal. But right now, we're in the now normal. And what is that like for you? Putting up with these varying rules and being alone and yet refining your life. And I don't know about you, but I go back and forth from being so ecstatic that I get this time to take a good long look at life. And then I get angry. And then I become grateful. And then I become sad. And then I become hopeful. And fortunately, though, while that's going on, all those varying experiences, there's this part of me, and I'm sure it's happening for you too, that's kind of watching my varying experiences and watching the world and knowing that everything's going to be okay. So I invite all of us to kind of take that greater perspective, which can be difficult when you're in the stressed out mode. So taking care of being relaxed, present, clear, and so that when these ever-changing weather patterns happen, you can have an overview. You can have this sort of removed in this world, but not of it, observer mode. And not all the time, because some of us love the drama, but then occasionally we take a break during the scenes and acts of our play and connect with others like this. So anyway, I'm excited you're here. I invite you to write in the chat. There are over 50 of us on this call right now. And today I thought we could do a meditation that's inspired by one of my friends and teachers, Susan Jenkins. She's a shaman in Maine in the United States. And this is what since it's shamanic. Shamanic is basically earth-based medicine. It's neither Christian, Buddhist, Jewish, or Muslim. It is earth-based, so everybody gets to ride this earth. Everybody's on this earth. So this really is a non-denominational practice, but it's inspired by the natives of the Americas and elsewhere. So this, I'm going to describe it a little bit and then I'll take us through it. This is based on the medicine wheel, or you might have heard about the 4 directions. It's inspired by that. And the 4 directions really are a way that you relate to the world. The 4 directions, as we know on the compass, are north, south, east, and west. And then we're going to also invite the earth, which is, let's say, Mother Earth, and the sky, Father Sky, and all of this will be invited into your heart center. Now, we've done heart-centered meditations before, and we'll be practicing that. Now, this meditation requires some imagination. It requires, if you'd like to just go ahead and do your own thing while you're listening to us, you can do that too. You can move as I call your attention to the various directions, or you can just see them or feel them in your heart and mind. So we're going to be starting. We're facing right now, we're going to face south. So wherever south is for you, for me, south is over here. You can face it in your mind, you can face it with your body, it doesn't matter, but just get a sense of where south is. You probably know where the sun comes up, right? So figure out where south is. You don't have to face it if it's impossible. If you're in a sofa, you could just imagine it. Just think about it. Now, in various traditions, Native American as well as Tibetan Buddhist, there has been depictions. I have one of these big iron statues of the Buddha, and he's standing, or it's standing on a turtle. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Sometimes you'll see it in Hawaii, these turtle icons. You'll see it in Buddhism. You'll see it in Native American. And turtle stands for a number of things. A turtle, whether it's an earth turtle or a sea turtle, really stands for ancient wisdom, grounding, balance, slow and steady pace, and safety, because a turtle can always retract into its own shell. It's also a symbol, and quite often when you see these depictions of people standing on a Buddha, they're standing on the earth. Standing on the turtle, they're standing on the earth. The earth is a turtle in some ancient wisdom, before we had our ability to really see it from space. So I'm going to ask that you imagine, and I'll invite you into the meditation in a moment. Imagine that you're either sitting on a turtle or just imagining this earth right underneath you as a turtle. And I'll invite you to maintain an open mind. And what we'll be doing is we'll be breathing in and breathing up through the body, and sometimes breathing down into the body. And just again, using your imagination. I'm not particularly visual, so I just have to sense it, but you'll see it or feel it or imagine it. And we're going to be imagining that the center of you, your heart center, whether you call it your hara, your heart center, your dantian, wherever your center is, we're going to be breathing all the breath into that heart area. It's easy for you if it's imagining your lung area, but it's really enlivening the heart. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to meditate for about 15 minutes. Before we close our eyes, I just want to share with you what I insist that people know about, which is the 5 essentials to meditation. So the 5 essentials are really that thoughts are okay. As I'm leading you, if you get distracted, thinking about turtles or thinking about anything else, the sky, the weather, whatever, it's perfectly fine. You just come back whenever you notice it, back to the meditation. It doesn't matter how many times you get disrupted by your creative mind, but just keep coming back, and that's how we train our attention. Number 2, be really nice to yourself. You may not know what I'm talking about, nor you might lose track of where we are. Don't spend any of your energy hurting yourself or beating yourself up. Just be kind to yourself. I mean, the fact that you're here, you could be doing anything and you're here and you're taking care of yourself with meditation. And that's terrific. So to really honor yourself. Number 3, don't try to have a certain experience other than the one you're having. I'll invite certain ideas, but don't try to make it happen or feel something you don't feel. Instead, welcome everything and resist nothing. Letting go of any expectations, that's the other one, that maybe you've done this before and you loved it, or you didn't love it and you don't want to do it again. Let go of all of that and be in a beginner's mind. And lastly, let's try to stick with the practice, whether you move on to your own breath awareness practice, which we will kind of wind up the practice with, or whether you just do something altogether different. Now, at the end of the meditation, I generally open it up for discussion. If you want to wait before you share anything, because some of these are recorded and then put on YouTube, you can just ask that I stop the recording, and then you can share more deeply or more personally if you like. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. Let's get started by getting comfortable wherever you are. And in your ideal state, if you can, start to notice that imagine that you're sitting on a turtle's back. Or imagine the earth as a symbolic turtle. And we're going to be entering this medicine wheel. And I invite you to close your eyes or cap your eyes, gazing downward toward the floor. And imagine that you are connected, and it's not even in your imagination, the reality that you are connected to this earth. Breathing in slowly and deeply through the nose. You can imagine that you have a taproot from your own center, whether it be your heart center or wherever you find your center, that gains its nourishment right through to the center of the earth. You can imagine breathing in from the center of the earth, up through your root chakra, up through your belly, up through into the heart center, and imagining this circular breath, breathing back down into the earth. Doing this at your own rhythm and depth, imagining the breath coming in and up through the earth, and then down through the earth. We're going to be entering this earth wheel, and as you breathe like this, you can imagine and have the intention that you're going to listen to this earth, be present to its signs and wonders. Be present to the other sentient beings and creatures who offer guidance. Be present to the other ideas, different ideas and customs. Even if this doesn't resonate with you, being present and welcoming whatever guidance is here. Maintaining an open mind. And now, as you imagine facing south with the energy of the north behind you, recognizing that the west is on your right and the east is on your left. The sky above, the heavens and galaxies above and beyond you. And once again, feeling the power of the earth, the unconditional, this beautiful Mother Earth, pulling it up through your body, inhaling it in and pulling up your breath and the earth power through to your belly and solar plexus and heart. And as you face the south, inhaling the power of the south into your center now, the place of the heart in Native American terms. The south is that area of generosity, of sensitivity, of loyalty and love. Breathing that all into your heart center. And then the exhale, we're going to try something new. As you exhale out, as if you're creating an arc or a rainbow into the direction you are facing. So breathing it in from the south and out into the direction you're facing south. And now exhaling that energy into the west. And now feeling the power of the west as you see, feel, or imagine that you're facing in that direction. The west is responsible for physical healing, gaining strength and nourishment. Breathing that in from the west. Balance, healing, nourishment. Right up into your heart center. And then one more deep breath from the west. Exhaling it now, casting it out like an arc into the north. Now inhaling the powers of the north up and through your body. The north that beckons you to grow, expand. Time of listening to wisdom. Breathing in to the north, into your heart center. This is the direction of learning to walk your talk, being in your integrity, doing what you say you're going to do. North is also the direction of forgiveness. Perhaps it's time to forgive yourself or someone else. That circular breathing with the north. And now, I invite you to face the east in your imagination or in your chair. As you exhale now the power of the north into the east and start to create that circular breathing with the east. East is all about energy, the exchange of energy, the interbeing, the interconnectedness. Breathing in and out into the east with the east power, which implores you to see the bigger picture, the interbeing and exchange between you and the earth and everyone that inhabits her. Circular breathing with the east, seeking to be in balance and beauty and harmony, seeking to contribute your best into this fabric of our creation. Another deep breath of the east, and exhaling it now into the sky, into Father Sky, if you will. Now inhaling the breath as if through your crown chakra into the center of your body. Inhaling that light to see, the warmth and nurturing from the sky and the heavenly bodies. Inhaling that light and that space in and through your head, down into your throat, into your heart, creating that circular breath. As it activates your inner knowing and inner guidance. Inviting that light of the sky to expand your inner awareness and your inner light. And now bringing that breath all the way from your crown chakra, all the way down through your root chakra, back into the taproot, into the earth. Imagining that light going in and out from your body, down into the earth, up into the sky, inhaling from the sky, exhaling down into the earth. Inhaling up from the earth, exhaling into the sky. This circular breath. See, feel, or imagine it. And whether you'd like to stay with this breath or the heart-centered breath where you simply breathe in and out, right out in front of you, or just simply paying attention to the sensation of breathing naturally. We're going to stay with a heart-centered and natural breath for the next 5 or so minutes, and I'll keep track of the time. Keeping your body soft. Feeling the breath enliven your inner wisdom, your inner light. And keeping your eyes closed, I'd like to share this Beauty Way prayer with you. It's called Hozo, Native American prayer. In beauty may I walk. All day long may I walk. May I walk in beauty. Beauty in front of me. Beauty behind me. Beauty to the right of me. Beauty to the left of me. Beauty above me. Beauty below me. With beauty all around me, may I walk. May I walk in beauty inside me. It is finished in beauty. So we'll close the circle. Recognizing that you are the center of the circle wherever you walk. And I'll sound the chimes. Invite you to keep your eyes closed. We have dog medicine. I don't know if you can hear it. Loyalty, protection. Keeping your eyes closed, you can begin to deepen your breath a little bit, welcoming the sounds around you. Becoming aware that you still are the center of this circle, that you are connected above and below, and being held all around you with wisdom. When you feel like opening your eyes, you can do that. Slowly, maybe first with a downward gaze. And when you'd like to engage with the rest of us, you can open your eyes all the way, but there's no rush. Take your time. Maybe deepening your breath, wiggling into the space around you. And maintaining that heart-centered breath if you like. And I like to close the meditation by putting my hands together in front of the heart center and honoring that beauty way, the love and the beauty that lives through you as you, that lives through me as me, and that is surrounding us in every moment if we remember to look for it. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that was nourishing, being in the circle, since we're in our circle alone together. The medicine wheel, there's so many meditations around that. They're really specific to the Native American animals and creatures that rule these directions. It's always important to remember, at least it came to me, that I'm in the center, and it's not a self-center. It is the center, and so are you. Where is the center of the universe? Right here inside you. It's what's looking through your eyes. It's that center. And remembering that you're not in the periphery, even though you might be alone at home or scared or fearful or excited, you're not alone, that you are the center. And it's not just some of us that are in the center of the circle, it's every single one of us. So I'd love to, let me see here if I can do this, invite you to say hello and check in, but I think right now you're muted, so one sec. I'm going to let you unmute yourself if you care to do that and share how you're doing, how the meditation went for you, how this now normal's going, and feel free to put something in the chat, which I see some people are doing. The 4 winds, the 4 directions. Yep. Yeah. We all walk the beauty way. I love it. You don't have to wake up. If you ever want to do this with the meditations, you can mute us right now even and just continue meditating. Continue to meditate with that awareness of the support from all the directions, even though they're ephemeral and maybe non-dimensional, except for the earth. You can really stay in that awareness all day as you walk the beauty way. Beauty can also stand for knowledge and wisdom. With the Dene or the Navajo, there's no sense of tomorrow or yesterday. It's all this way. It's all the Tao. It's very Taoist, it's this way. I mean, what is it when you think of whatever that energy is that makes the grass grow or the hair on your head grow, or in your case, there on your face grow? And, what is it that makes, what is that Tao? What is that power? It's the beauty way. It just happens without effort. It happens as an expression of creation itself, and tapping into that. Would anyone like to share something? Say hello. Well, I see some great things in the chat. Thank you. It's very different. I hope it was okay, Bonnie. All my friends are here. And Karen, thank you for this beautiful ring. I haven't taken it off. It says, I am enough. So thank you for this. I have worn it every single minute of every single day. So thank you for that. And my beautiful Jizo. A Jizo is a beautiful little, it's in my kitchen. It's a statue in the Zen Buddhism that protects little children and the departed. They're symbolic of someone's being taken care of. They are in good hands. These beautiful Jizos. G-I-Z-O, I think, or J-I-Z-O. Yeah. Anyone else care to say hello? I mean, I think I'm the only one saying hello. Hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Sue. Hi, Kim. Hi, Carol again, and Laurel and Cheryl, and Bonnie.
Hi,
Hi, Susan. Good to see you. It's been a while.
It's great to see you. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. And have been fine really through all of this. Like, very content.
Good. That's one of, contentment, santosha in Sanskrit is one of the ways to navigate this, is just to go, okay, I've got it. What more do I really need?
Right.
What more do I really need? The abundance is here. I think it's really challenging us to look at our sense of lack, as many of us in the Western culture, maybe in every culture at this point, wake up with, I need more. And what is that more that you need? More of what? More of what? And you could probably get it because it's right here, if you think money, then go back to what will money buy you? Don't spend a lot of time dwelling on that currency, because what will money buy you? It'll buy you something that you're looking for. Shelter, company, food. So aim for that. I need that instead of the money thing. But we have pretty much everything. And I grew up with a sense of lack. I know some of us did, that there's only so much of this and that, and everybody needs to hurry up and get theirs. And that really goes against the whole idea of being interconnected and interdependent, which I think we're moving into more and more. I think it's a sort of circuitous route, but I think it's maybe one of the fruits of this particular now normal. Good to see you. I'm trying to say, I just saw
someone else. Good morning, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi, it's Bonnie in Florida.
Yay.
I want to say good morning to everybody. Thank you all for being here. You know what, I love what you were encouraging on getting rooted with the earth, feeling the breath out from our crown down to our feet. And I really work on that a lot, to feel that oneness. And I think the Native American focus really brings that to home real easily, by really bringing things in nature, like finding feathers on the ground, and just, that really helps. I just want to say, when you were saying going to the north, the breathing to the north, that was really funny for me because the north was behind me. So my rainbow had to go upside down. And I was breathing upside down. So I was kind of laughing and it disturbed me. But that was very interesting. I struggled a little bit, but I love there's so many options, so many different things to tap into, and that keeps it fresh. So
Yeah.
blessings.
Well, you know,
Thank you.
I practice this too, and it is a little challenging when it's like brand new. It is definitely challenging when it's brand new. I encourage each one of you to practice this if you can. Susan Jenkins is I'm going to see if I can find her website and put it in here, but she has a 7-minute recording of it. But she really even says, hey, listen, just practice now and then do it again. But you always start in the south, and you start by breathing into the heart center and really getting grounded on this earth and on this turtle, and then bringing your awareness into the south. And you're going to have to create your own relationship with these directions. Maybe, I mean, there's traditional ones, but you'll have to create your own relationship to them. So you basically go to the south, and then you go over to the west, and then you go, let me see, and then north, south, north, west, south, west, north, east, and then up, and then down. And so I think it's kind of a fun thing to practice, even if you don't know what you're doing, because you don't really have to know, because it knows, you know. But keep practicing. It's kind of a fun practice, especially if you're standing in line at Trader Joe's. So let me see. Oh, I wanted to share, Kimberly, I don't know if you're still here, Kimberly Miles, but now I have 2 jigsaw puzzles because the other one finally came. I don't know if you're here anymore, but thank you for that. Anyway, it's great to see you. And anyone have any other comments or questions about the medicine wheel itself or the beauty way? Walking in beauty, walking in your own truth, walking in your own commitment, whatever it is. I mean, everyone's here for a particular reason. You are here for a particular reason. You are meditating for a particular reason. And whatever it is you're looking to get, imagine that you already have it. It's a great practice as you're walking in. That's walking in beauty. Imagine you already have everything that you want and need. Walking.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
You're welcome, Rena.
Good to see you and to be seen, and other kindred spirits and other Floridians.
Yes. Yeah.
Such beauty everywhere within and all around. Thank you.
Thank you, Rena.
Sarah,
Yes.
Sarah, I found it quite easy to picture myself surrounded by beauty because I pictured myself in our local golf course where I try to go for a walk every day, and so I found that very, very lovely and easy to picture the golf course. The rainbow, the breathing, the rainbow, I find that a little bit harder, but it's lovely because in a way, when I practice something new, I'm taking myself outside of my comfort zone. So it's hard at first, but actually it helps me become much closer to myself, and I know I can do it, much closer to my soul, my pure soul. So thank you for combining the simplicity of the imagery of beauty all around you with a more complex exercise.
Well, thank you. I know sometimes for me, I'm not very visual, you know, and some of you aren't. Maybe it's hard to drum up an image, although you can see things, it just maybe not on demand. You don't have that particular software, but some of us do, and sometimes you're more feel more sentient. It's a little more kinesthetic in your body, and that's how you connect. And I think as we do new practices in meditation specifically, we can start to create new neural pathways, you know, trying something new, just like writing a letter with your left hand. We're trying on some new meditation muscles. So thanks for your willingness to explore.